He got no collection and nobody was interested in Krishna consciousness. No, don't be disappointed. You have worked sincerely the whole day, that is your credit, that's all. That's your credit. Krishna will see.
When you go on Sankirtan, hold your head up high. When nobody seems to care, try to be detached. Just try your best. Let the Lord take care of the Don't doubt, don't lose heart. The Lord is in your heart, and He knows it can be slow or steep. Go on being sincere, push on, persevere. You never Oh, glory to the Sankirtan devotees. Hey! Thank you very much. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, just while the technicalities are being taken care of here for it's a short presentation on the distribution of books from the warehouse. So that's what books have gone out of the UK warehouse to the temples during this year, the whole year. So he's just sorting that out now. So actually, I'd just like to mention that this book distribution, it's a very interesting service because Sankirtan is the only service that you can't do in the spiritual world. You can only do it here. You can only remind the fallen souls about Krishna in the material world. So it's an interesting thought to meditate on, that we have this service, we have this this great mercy to be able to do a service which is not available in the spiritual world. You have to come here to do it. So I thought that was quite interesting. So looks like we're up and running now. So this is a report for books that have gone to the temples in England and Wales. Scotland, they have their own warehouse, but we do supply them some books. So they're on a couple of the slides for book totals. But that is not all they've done. They've done more than that. So just to let you know. And also this year we've started to supply Belfast in Northern Ireland. So you'll see that they're on there. I don't know can everyone see okay? Okay, so I'll just run through a couple of things. So this just compares, this is all in thousands of books. So this basically compares how books have gone out of the warehouse throughout the year, and it compares it with last year, 2022 and 2021. So you can see more books went out in November 2022 than they did the previous year. 2022 is in the red. So it just shows you how books leave the warehouse throughout the year. So November, everyone's taking books ready for the marathon, and a lot more books go out in December. Then in the summer, again, you have summer marathon, and we can see books going out there. So it's all in thousands. So it's 30, what have we got there? 89,000 books left the warehouse in November. So these are not books distributed. They don't really tally exactly with what's been distributed and what's done during the marathon or at the particular times they left. But all these books will be distributed. Once they've left the BBT warehouse, sooner or later, whatever you've got lying around in your temples, they will go. So next we carry on to, we're looking at the top 3 temples over the years since I started keeping the records. So this is showing Wales over the years. Again, this is in thousands. So we see 2020, they did 24,000 books for the whole year. 2021, 37,000. And 2022, 54,000. So there's a major increase there for Wales. So next we look at London. And again, 2020 was the COVID year, so only 39,000 books. 2021, 52,000. And 2022, we're up to, 69,000 books there for Soho Street. And then, next one. So this Manor year totals. So Manor's a little bit down this year. But these are, there's 3 ways that you can look at numbers, at books, at trying to quantify how books are distributed. There's the number of books, and then there's the book points, and then there's Lakshmi to the BBT. So we're going to see this year that the numbers of physical books are down slightly. So that doesn't mean there's less book distribution, because the book points are up. What that means, we can deduce from that, is that devotees are distributing larger books which have more book points. So the physical number of books is down a little bit, but the book points is up, and we'll see later that the remittance to the BBT is also up. So sometimes it's misleading just to look at numbers of books without taking into consideration the other factors. Okay, so next slide, please. So this is a comparison between 2021, what the temples were doing, and then we can, if you quickly make a note of that, you go to 2022, and you can see the totals there, like that. Okay, so we can see we're up a bit there, but we're down elsewhere. So this is year totals of books for the whole yatra. So I've got records since I started doing this service, more or less. So from this last 22 years, in fact. So then we see that overall we're up here on book totals, 233,000 books left the warehouse during the whole year. So next we'll have a look at we're going to have a look at book points. So this is the temple's 2021 book points. So that year, 2021, the Manor did a lot of sets. So the BBT got this thing where they're giving 3 times the, is it 2 or 3 times the amount of points for sets and Arabic books. So that's why the book points are quite high there for the Manor that year. They did a lot of sets. And we go to 2022, and we can see again, we've got the totals there. So there's different temples that are up, some are down, some are up, like that. Okay, so next. So this is book points, year totals. Sorry, so the book points are, sorry, I've got it the wrong way around. The book points are a little bit down this year. So, okay, so next one. So this is Lakshmi remitted to the BBT. So this includes the last quarter, which we haven't paid it yet, but we will do. So it includes all the payments for 2022. So £356,000 to the BBT for 2022. It's the big, actually, yeah. It's the biggest ever, in fact, yeah, that we have, yeah. There was 1 year in the 90s. In Shivaram, I can't remember. Radha Raman will remember. But there was 1 year we did over 1 million books for the whole yatra, and we've never come anywhere near that. Was it 1990? We did it. Yeah, I remember. I was in Liverpool at that time, running the temple there. But Shivaram Swami was the GBC, and he was totally committed to book distribution. And it is the only service that you can't do in the spiritual world. So, Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. There's the top books. This just gives you an idea of which books were distributed. So the top, we've got Bhagavad Gita. That's all the Bhagavad Gitas, the different editions we have and the different languages. So we've got like 43,000 Bhagavad Gitas. Chant Be Happy, 27,000. Perfect Questions, 25. Higher Taste, 25,000. Like that Easy Journey, 23. We go through the different books. And then at the bottom here, we've got sets. 592 Bhagavatam sets, 218 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets. That's all of them, the different languages. In the other totals, with the total books, we multiplied up the sets, 18 volumes for the Bhagavatam and 9 for the CC. So in the book totals, they're multiplied up to represent the actual books within the set. But here I've just listed them as sets. So there we have it. That's a brief report. Just keep everybody on the page, how we're doing. I don't think, what we got next? I can't remember. Picture of Prabhupada, I think. Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Go Premanandi.
Right, thank you to Tiksharu, and he's my close friend.
Oh, yeah.
Good friend. So we have just one more clip saying thank you to all of you, to the whole yatra. Did you manage to put it on the screen there, Vrindavana Chandra Prabhu, or was it mission? And then we have a few last words from Prakash Prabhu. Did you enjoy the association today, the festival? Prabhupada is very happy with you, very pleased. Hare Krishna. So, while he's searching for his key, you know, we are very famous for searching for the key. When I remember someone came to the temple and I was asking me a question, you know, Vishvambara, I said, I see your comrades, they say key, they're all done bowing down, key jai, they're searching for a key. Have you lost a key or something? Key jai. And then he said, oh, they all stood up afterwards and he said, oh, do they found the key? So this is my thank you to all of you. And we will, I don't want to say we'll see you next year, but we'll see you tomorrow to start book distribution again. Because who said it? Titikshu Prabhu at the end of every email. Hare Krishna. Marathon is for life. Okay, you can put it on. Hare Krishna, everyone. Here I am in Matlock, Bath, visiting my father-in-law after the marathon. I just want to thank everybody
for the beautiful adventure once again in these transcendental activities of book distribution. Surely the reward is not just a little cookie, but you will be embraced by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's what Srila Prabhupada says in the Chaitanya Charitamrita when Lord Chaitanya visited South India. Anyone who preaches the gospel of Krishna will be embraced by the Lord. He embraced the Brahmana Kurma, Vasudev Datta. So, I just want to thank everybody for, on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and the British Yatra, for undertaking this great yagya, austerity, which has been quite cold, challenging. The crisis it's at its best at the moment, but nevertheless, you did it again. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Pragosh Prabhu for giving encouragement, inspiration, Sukanti Radha for her arrangement on the social media, Varshana for taking this course, the Welsh Yatra for creating havoc in the heart, revolution into the heart of the conditioned souls. They did very well. They are our Maharati of UK, and we want to thank Scotland, headed by Prabhupada Prana. We want to thank the Manor. Anyway, the UK Yatra has always been leading the European Yatra, and we're still. Hare Krishna. Quite cold, challenging. The crisis it's at its best at the moment, but nevertheless, you did it again.
So I was going to say it was at the end there. It was only 1 minute clip. I wanted to thank Saw Street as well and the South London and yes, the UK Yatra. It's been leading the crusade for many years in Europe. So be proud of yourself, and we will carry on distributing books like this. We are a powerful yatra in terms of book distribution. Thanks to all of you that makes it happen. Srila Prabhupada, I have no doubt he's pleased with your endeavor. And we have good structure, good temple presidents. They're all backing up book distribution. The leaders, the Sangitan leaders, we have a nice book distribution committee. So to keep, the brainstorming of book distribution alive. And so we hope and pray that we will offer another year of success, Srila Prabhupada, and maybe better, because we can only improve a little bit. And that is our offering to your lotus feet. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada. So we'll invite Pragosh Prabhu to say final words, and then we have 20 minutes Guru Puja with a kirtan. The top man will offer the arti, and then we'll have the top lady to offer garland to Prabhupada. We have Doyle Mora Prabhu to lead the Guru Puja for Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I think the word there, or the two words, were concluding words, and they'll be quick. And it's not the end of the festival. We have the arti to Srila Prabhupada, and then, arguably the best part of the festival, a nice prasadam feast, which I guess is going to be in the Haveli, is where the feast is it? Yeah, in the Haveli. So we won't keep you too long from those two wonderful parts of the festival. All I'd like to say is I was reminded when Statistical Prabhu spoke that he said that it's the only place that you can perform book distribution, essentially, is in the material world rather than the spiritual world, because, everyone's 100% focused on Krishna in the spiritual world. So even though it's a service that we perform here, you could also make the argument, I think very confidently, at least based on Srila Prabhupada's words, that it's the express train to going back to the spiritual world. So you could argue those who are in the fire of book distribution, that they're going to get back there quicker, where they won't have to do book distribution anymore. So in that vein, we're noticing, and that's amazing. So that's the biggest year on record in the UK Yatra. We don't want to go back to some obscure 1990s year that we think might have been something. We need to have the facts. We need to have the data. And the data tells us that this year was the biggest year on record of UK remittance to the BBT, to Prabhupada's Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. So that's absolutely glorious. But it can only get better. It can't only get better, but we can make sure that it only gets better. And maybe we can look at Wales this year, and we saw, when I was reading out the last scores, I just couldn't stop saying Wales. Wales were they were in the top 10, they were just all over the place, So Prabhupada gave us the example of transcendental competition, because being competitive, we're not meant to, in one sense, competition by nature is kind of a material thing, but we can dovetail everything in Krishna's service. So the transcendental competition for next year, and just to also make sure that these Welsh boys, they're all very young, and life is what you experience it. So if you're experiencing all this glorification and success and praise and everything when they're so young, it just might spoil them as they get older. And we don't want them to be spoiled. They're all so beautiful, wonderful Vaishnavas. We have one of the 4 Kumars there on the top of the tree. We don't want to spoil their humility and their Shakti and all of those wonderful qualities we have. So the best way that we can do that is make sure they don't get puffed up. And the best way that we can make sure they don't get puffed up is to knock them off the perch. So we encourage the Manor, Soho, Scotland, and all the other centres, South London. We'll let you sit on the perch once, and then we'll knock you off, just in case you get spoilt too. But let's have a little transcendental competition going into 2023 and see what comes back at the end of the marathon. And if we can manage even to get into the top 3, some of the centres to get into the top 3, maybe even the top 5 it was, they were all from Wales, certainly the top 3. If we can squeeze 1 or 2 and just, infiltrate that domination. What was that? What's your devotee down there in Wales? His name, the fellow from Belgium? Yes, what's his mantra? Mantri Raj's mantra is world domination. Okay? So they've started with UK domination. We need to make inroads into this Welsh domination. They will keep going, so their book distribution will increase. But if we start making inroads into what they're doing, then we will see not just the remittance being the highest, we'll also see the book points being the highest and the actual number of books going out to be the highest in the UK. And it will continue to go on and ever escalate. And we can just wrap ourselves in this wonderful transcendental competition, encouraging each other in our service. And then for us all to go back to the spiritual world where we can take a rest from book distribution. I wish you all well. These festivals are fantastic. This is such a sweet festival, such a glorious festival every year. And the reason that it's sweet and the reason that it's glorious is because of all of you going out distributing the books, because then we can have the festival and we can talk so enthusiastically in all the books that have been distributed and the service that has been done. So please make this festival ever greater year on year, and we'll come back next year for an even bigger celebration. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada Ki! And by the way, I should have said, actually, I just saw Vishnubar in the corner of my eye. He was thanking everybody when he spoke, and I forgot to thank him. big thanks to Vishwambar Prabhu, the kind of father of the Sankirtan movement in many respects here in the UK. So thank you all very much, Vishwambar Prabhu, for all the inspiration that you give all of us. Thank you.
Who's going to play Madanga? Please. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. I'm okay. No. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Parama Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Danamue Savadhana Mate. Danamui Savadhana Mate. Jahada Prashade Bai He Pavatoriya Jai. Jahara Prashade Bai He Bhavotoriya Jai. Krishna Prapti Hoy Jai Hoite. Krishna Prapti Hoy Jai Hoite. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chetate Koriya Hekya. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chetate Koriya Hekya. Harana kori ho mane asha. Harana kori ho mane asha. Shikuru charane rati Itse yutama gati. Shikuru charane rati Itse yutama gati. Jipa shade purit sarva asha. Jipa shade purit sarva asha. Chakutan diloche janme janme Prabhu se. Chakutan diloche janme janme Prabhu se. Devya gana hare pakashito. Devya gana hare pakashito. Prema bhakti jao hoite havi jabe nasha jate. Prema bhakti jao hoite havi jabe nasha jate. Vere gahi ahra charito. Vere gahi ahra charito. Shiguru karuna sindo hadamaja nara bando. Shiguru karuna sindo hadamaja nara bando. Lokena lokera shivana. Lokena lokera shivana. Shuchubana Yeva Jashugu Shuchubana Shilo Prabhupada Pati Prabhavana Shilo Prabhupada Pati Prabhavana Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shubha Bharati ki, Shubha Guru Puja ki. Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pucharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschacharya Shatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Haribo! Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Gora 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 Hare Gora 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 Hare Nitai Goranga Nitai Goranga Nitai Goranga Nitai Goranga Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Gora 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 Hare Gora 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Veda Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Jai Veda Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare. Nitai go Haribo, 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 Nitai go Haribo. Nitai go Haribo, 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 Nitai go Haribo. Nitai go Haribo, 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 Haribo. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Shilabhara ki Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtotar Shatshi Shrimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Nitai go Haribo 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 Nitai go Haribo Nitai go Haribo 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 Nitai go Haribo Jaya Jai Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Hare Krishna Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Before we forgot to do one thing before we wind out the program. There's some gift here for the Scotland devotees. That's one on behalf of Prabhupada and Panchatattva. Yes, please come. This one is for Jayananda. And this one is for Gopal. Gopal was an Adokshaja. They were staying with me last night. Gopal is a nice boy from Bolivia. There you are. Prabhu. And A.K. Adokshaja, Prabhu.
Thank you.
And R.B. I don't know who is R.B.
Raghunath Bhatta.
Raghunath Bhakta. And then Pip. Who is Pip? Pip. There you are. That's for you on behalf of Prabhupada. And the empty thing is for me. So now we will ask, before we go and take prasad, we had a little bit of tolerance between 1:45 and 2 o'clock. We kept it, as a reserve time, just when you drive the car and you have the yellow, you're driving on reserve. So we wanted to have, 5 minutes extra of kirtan. And also we want to include now a photo, yatra photo. On behalf of the yatra, we want to have a photo of all the book distributors. The ladies on the right of Prabhupada and the man on the left. And we will have Prabhupada in the middle with a book and someone who takes pictures from there, from a distance. And anyone who wants to be in the picture, in history, you can welcome to, even if you are not a book distributor, you're welcome to be in it. Okay? So, the man on this side and the lady on that side. And we can have a picture. Even if you are anti-book distributor, anti-book distribution, you can actually be there. And I won't apologize, Vashana. That garland, the big one, the beautiful one, it's for Shraddha. You please take it for her. Okay? All right, so the men here, we only have 5 minutes, so let's not make this a mission. All the men over there, the tall one on the back, the short one you can even kneel down. Yeah? And the same with the ladies. The tall ladies on the back. But we have to have a Prabhupada in the middle. Yeah, this is good. But Pragosh Prabhu, the main key devotees, they should really be on the, we have to have a good picture. Pragosh Prabhu, you have to come on the front, yeah. I'll come and stand next to you. You and Titiksha, all the senior ones on the front here. The ladies also, Varshana there. You please be in the picture, and then we will. You can give your phone, to this Prabhu here. We need a distance. The picture has to be taken from there, from that angle. We want Prabhupada and the book clearly showing. You have to be in, Prabhu. You are part of the festival. You come in. Come in.
Who's the official photographer?
So I'm going to give also Vrindavana Chandra my phone, but you have to be in the picture. So we have to have you in the picture. Just 1 second. Yeah. I'm going to have this in my hands. Otherwise people, they don't know what it's all about. It has to be about book distribution, the picture. There you are. 1 second. I'm going to sneak here.
Srila Prabhupada ki!
Do you have a Prabhupada in it? Yes. Do you have everybody? Yes. Just 1 second.
Okay. Hari Hari!
1 second. Can you hold this and I'll get my phone? I would have one in my...
I've got some very interesting books here today. I don't know if anyone would be interested to take a look.
Just 1 second.
Okay, everyone raise your hands and say Haribo!
Okay.
Yeah, 1 second, one more here.
Oh.
Could you take it and bring down the Chandra? You have to be in.
Haribo! Okay. Yeah! Haribo!
Haribo.
Anyone who took this picture, they can forward it to me on WhatsApp. We will share them with the young. Go and enjoy the feast.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Say things like this that the rest of us don't agree with.
So we're up to that.